Okay, this is week 6, group activity. They want us to convert minutes to hours. You know that 1 hour has 60 minutes, so create a cancellation so the minutes cancel out, replace with hours. So 240 over 60 gives me 4 hours. Next one's feet per second to miles per hour, so I convert feet into miles and seconds into hours. So I go from seconds to minutes and then from minutes to hours. So I have 87 feet per second, and I want to get rid of feet, so I create a cancellation there and replace it with miles. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. Then I want to get rid of seconds, so I create a cancellation so seconds cancel out and replace it with minutes. 60 seconds make 1 minute. I want to get rid of minutes, so I'll create a cancellation, put minutes up top, and replace it with hours. 60 minutes make 1 hour. So across the top, I'm going to have 87 times 60 times 60. On the bottom, divided by 5,280 gives me 59.32 miles per hour for my answer. That's number 2. Number 3, 1 gigabyte. Okay, so you have 1 billion bytes. So to multiply 1 gigabytes to cancel. 1 billion bytes up there, up top. 2 gigabytes cancel, and I multiply across. I end up with, what's it? 63 million bytes, my final answer. This one here I have watts. 1 watt is 1,000 milliwatts. So I'll start out with milliwatts and convert it to watts. So I'll create a cancellation so milliwatts cancels out. Relationship is 1 watt is 1,000 milliwatts. So I have 5,080 divided by 1,000 gives me 0.58 watts. That's number 4. Number 5. My dog is 0.5 meters tall. The book weighs 1 kilogram. Next one here, number 7. Convert to Fahrenheit. Wrote up my formula. C is my Celsius. I replace it. Simplify. 8 times 1.8 plus 32 gives me 46.4 Fahrenheit for my final answer. Question 8. A U.S. dollar bill is .0043 inches thick. In 1990, the debt was $3.254 trillion. How tall will the stack of $1 bills be to the nearest mile? So the height is going to be the number of dollars times the height of each dollar. So the number of dollars is going to be 3.254 times 10 to the 12, which is 1 trillion, times the thickness, .0043 inches. So the height is 1.39922 times 10 to the 10th inches. Okay? So I'll tell you here that 1 trillion is 10 to the 12, and 1 mile is 63,360 inches. So you have to convert these inches into miles. So 1 mile, okay, I multiply, create a cancellation. So inches cancel out, replace with mile. 1 mile is 63,360 inches. Inches cancel out, and I divide. End up with 220,836 miles for my final answer. Here's what they have there. That was number 8. Number 9. Convert miles to kilometers. There's my equivalence there. 1 mile is 1.60934 kilometers. Okay. So I want to create a cancellation, so miles cancels out and replace it with kilometers. So I end up with 13 times 1.60934 kilometers. End up with 20.97 kilometers or 20.93 kilometers. This one here, they're asking us to select the best to correct conversion ratios. When I'm yards converting to meters, you want to create a cancellation so that yards is going to be in the bottom. Okay. And there's a relationship there. So yards will be on the bottom, and there's one there. And then the other one would be this one here. Okay. So how did they get to that? Well, what you can do is, if you have 0.9144 meters, and I divide it by 0.9144, all that's divided by, and on the bottom I'm going to have 1 divided by 0.9144 yards. Okay, and this will give me 1 meter. Anything divided by itself is 1. 0.91 gives me 1 meter. Divided by reciprocal of this is going to be 1.09 yards. And that will be the other one. That's how they got that one. And there's how that is there. And that was number 10. Another one like it. So when you multiply here and you want to get rid of kilometers and replace it with miles, so kilometers will be in the bottom. There's my equivalents. So the first one will be this one here. Then I go ahead and divide and find my second one here. So those are the two answers for that, number 11. All right, 1.01 ounce. So when I multiply, I want grams to cancel out and replace with ounces. Okay. So there's my relationship there. 1 ounce is 28.35 grams. One kilogram is 2.205 pounds. So to multiply, I want kilograms to cancel out and replace with pounds. So that's what it looks like there. And this one here, similar. Multiply gallons and liters. I want liters to cancel out, so replace it with gallons. So there's my equivalents right there. So I want liters. I have gallons up top, and I put liters in the bottom, so it cancels out. And there it is for that one. And then I went ahead and derived my second one here. And there's the second one. So liters would cancel out, and I'll have to be left with gallons. That was number 14. Convert meters to square feet. So I know what 1 meter is 3.2808 feet, and you can square it. You see that 1 square meter is 10.763 square feet. Okay, so I want to convert 15 square meters. So I want square meters to cancel out and replace with square feet. So I have 15 times 10.76 square feet, and it gives me 161.465 square feet. And that's my answer there. Next one there, square kilometers or square miles. So 1 square mile is 2.58999 square kilometers. So when I multiply, square kilometers cancel out, and I'm left with just square miles, which gives me 151.73745 square miles. And that was number 16. Okay. Number 17, convert to Kelvin. So I wrote up my formula. Kelvin here. The input is negative 290 Fahrenheit, so I plug that in. And I simplify, find the order of operation, ends up with 94.1 kilometers for my answer. Number 18, convert cubic meters to cubic centimeters. So 1 cubic meter is 1 million cubic centimeters. So I multiply and create a cancellation. The equivalence between the two here. 1 cubic meter is 1 million cubic centimeters. So I have 9.959 times 1 million gives me 9,959,000 cubic centimeters for my final answer. And that is number 18.